it's Nikki and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for watching today's video all about Castaway Club with Disney Cruise Line. So you might be asking yourself, Nikki, what the heck is Castaway Club and how can I be a part of it? Well, I will let you know in today's video. We'll talk about all the different types of levels, all of the things that include your Castaway Club membership. So if that interests you, make sure you stick around, make sure you subscribe to the channel, give this video a big thumbs up. Again, I'm Nikki. I love sharing magical content here at home and at the theme parks. Let's get started. If you're asking yourself, what is Castaway Club? If you weren't asking yourself that, you probably wouldn't be watching today's video. But Castaway Club is the club and the membership that you receive once you complete one sailing on Disney Cruise Line. That's the big kicker. You have to complete the first sailing, so then technically on your second sailing, that is when you can have all of the perks of being a Castaway Club member. So Castaway Club is a part of Disney Cruise Line. I'm sure you can tell by my fun Disney Cruise Line shirt and my fun 25th anniversary ears. These are actually, I think they were like the Arendelle Aqua ears from Shop Disney. I believe they're not available any longer, but they just work perfectly for the 25th anniversary. I'm in love. So with Castaway Club, there are 4 levels now of memberships. In the past, so before this year, there were only 3, and now they have that special Pearl membership. And I will say, during my second cruise this year, I saw someone with Pearl and I was like, oh my gosh, those people are so lucky. But you do have to remember that this membership starts for your first cruise and goes on for forever. So if you have a little babe that is 1 year old and they sailed, they are a Castaway Club member. So it is important to help them out and to keep that membership connected to their account. Remember their membership number, because as they get older, they'll be able, if they choose to sail Disney Cruise Line, which they probably will, you know, us Disney kids, become a Disney adult. But it is really important that they can then have that larger membership, get more of those perks as they continue to sail. I sailed on Disney Cruise Line when I was younger. I believe it was on the Disney Dream. And what I did was, before Jackson and I did our first sailing together, I reached out to Disney Cruise Line. I believe I had to tell them my parents' name, our address, and then possibly like the month and year that we sailed, and they found my Castaway Club membership number. So I now have 3 sailings under my membership number, which is like awesome. My sister did it when she and her family went this past summer, because one of the fun perks about being a Castaway Club member is that you receive some fun goodie and gifts in your stateroom the first day. But that's the kicker. You have to already have 1 sailing in order to get those Castaway Club gifts. We hadn't sailed on Disney Cruise Line since, I can't remember what year it was, 2004? I don't know. It was a really long time ago. I was super young, and so I don't have any of those gifts. My parents don't have any of those gifts anymore. And so that was like my big thing, is like, if I can find my Castaway Club member, then I can get the in-stateroom gifts. And at that time, they were still giving out the inaugural gifts for the Disney Wish. We were the first sailing that didn't receive the inaugural gifts. So we just got the generic one, which as a silver member is this like crossbody. It is actually like very nice bag. But thankfully I was able to get the inaugural bag, and I'm pretty sure I talked more about this in my haul video from this trip. So I'll leave my whole Disney Cruise Line playlist down below for you. But just so you can see, this is the inaugural bag. And then they do have a different one now. So I'll leave a picture of that one up here for you. I couldn't find mine. I know, shocker. You could see what's on my floor. It's a mess. Talk about our goodies that you can get in your stateroom, because like, personally, I love a gift. Gift giving is like my love language, and it is so fun being able to go in your stateroom and seeing all your fun items. But they just revamped all of the gifts that you get for each of your memberships. So now, instead of that crossbody, you do get a tote. And again, I'll leave a picture of that here. And I'm pretty sure these are here to stay regarding like the gifts. They are different. There are some that are different because of the 25th anniversary, but I'm pretty sure these gifts are like here to stay. These are the new ones that they are gonna give. So one thing I do want to note that I'm filming this August 2023, and so this is how it is currently. And right now you do still get a lanyard, and they're very cute. My big thing about the lanyards are the point of the lanyard is to keep your key to the world card in. But you have magic bands now on Disney Cruise Line. I personally haven't used the magic bands on the Disney Cruise Line. I don't know how well it's like going over, but my thought is, okay, are they going to substitute a new item for the Castaway Club members, or are they just still going to give lanyards out because everyone isn't going to get the magic bands? I personally love the lanyards. They're really cute, and it is like fun to see the different colors that people have. Interesting to see what Disney continues to do in the future, if they continue to give that lanyard out, or I would love to see like a magic band instead of a lanyard, and the magic band can like be the color of what level you are. That would be really cool. Like I mentioned, as a silver member, you'll get your lanyard, and then you're gonna get a tote bag, and that's it. As you move up the levels, that's when you're gonna get extra items depending on what level you're at. So gold members, you are going to receive a really cute wet and dry bag. I love these bags, especially when you're getting off at port and going to do extra things, and then maybe you have like a different excursion and then you need to change out of your swimsuit, or just even like being at the pool. Wet and dry bags are literally the best. So as a gold member, you'll get the lanyard, you'll get the tote, and you'll get the wet and dry bag. So that wet and dry bag is like your extra item as a gold member. And then platinum, you're going to get the lanyard, the tote bag, the wet and dry, and then you're going to get a beach towel. And it's really cute. If I can find a photo, I'll throw it up here. But it was pretty funny. I was chatting with a couple of people about it, and we're like, oh my gosh, we have to become platinum members. And then we thought about it, and I'm like, well, per the cost of every single Disney cruise that you'd have to be to become a platinum member, it's probably just cheaper to get it on eBay. But personally, I would love to be able to get it because I'm a platinum member, and that means how many Disney cruise lines I went on. And we'll get into like how you need to go up to each level, but oh my gosh, that would be so fun. One day, dream big. Dream bag. Finally, as a pearl member, you're gonna get that lanyard, that tote, that dry and wet bag, the beach towel, and then you're going to get a steamless flute tumblers with Disney Cruise Line on them. They're like a little bit pearl, so it's white and pink. They are very fancy looking. So those are all the item membership levels. Castaway Club member, how do you move up? So you are gonna be at that silver level from 1 to 5. So after you complete your 5th sailing, so going on to your 6th, that's when you get that gold status. And then after you complete 10 sailings, so on your 11th sailing, that is when you're going to become platinum, and then pearl. Are you ready for it? 25. As you complete 25 sailings, oh my gosh, then you will become a pearl member on your 26th. So you can complete, after completing 20, then to like be a pearl member, you have to go on your 26th cruise. It's crazy. Cruising isn't for everyone. I personally love it. Ooh, it's so much fun. And I would love at this point just to be like a gold member. I'm at 3, and so I am 2 away from getting gold, and then our 6th one, obviously, I'll be gold. Jackson just completed 1, so he is still at silver. But it's just such like a fun extra little perk, and I love sailing on Disney Cruise Line. Granted, it's the only cruise line I have sailed on so far, but I feel like it's always gonna be my favorite. There's just something about it. There's just something about it. So congratulations, you are now a Castaway Club member. What are the other perks that you get? So with all of the level of the memberships, you do get to book your itineraries a couple of days before the general public. So Pearl is obviously the most, and they get 4 days ahead of the general public, and then it just goes down there. So Platinum is 3, Gold is 2, and then Silver is 1. So before any new itineraries for Disney Cruise Line hit the general public, you will be able to book those in advance. And then the second thing is your cruising activities. Pearl is the most, so they can add their cruise activities. So Pearl can add their cruise activities 123 days prior to sailing. That is just like so far in advance compared to everybody else. And then Platinum is 120. Gold then drops down a little bit more, is 105, and then Silver is actually 90. So if you are interested in some of those really sought out things, booking extra dining at Palo or Remy's or Enchante, definitely make sure you keep an eye on what dates you can book things. And then also like your check-in date will be a little bit further. So Pearl gets to check in 40 days before everyone. Platinum is 38, Gold is 35, and then Silver is 33. I will say Disney Cruise Line does have a great app, and as far as I can remember, they have like the dates where you can do everything, and your Castaway Club membership and everything all connected within your app. And one other item that goes across all levels of membership is when you check in at the port, you do have like a fun little area for Castaway Club members. I am going to say I'm sure they can see it on there, but I don't believe anyone actually checked if you're a Castaway Club member. Checking in is already kind of like a hectic process, and they probably at that point don't care if you're a Castaway Club member because the lines just like weave in and out with each other. You are separated, but I don't know if it's like that accurate. Besides that one, you do also get like an exclusive phone number and like member communications. I think it's kind of like annual pass where you don't have to call like the general phone number if you have issues. You can call like your Castaway Club cast members and they'll help you, and probably it might be a little quicker. Probably. And of course you get that welcome back aboard gift every time you sail on the Disney Cruise Line. And a couple of other perks are only for Gold, and then Platinum has some, and then Pearl has some. So everybody gets Silver, which is like booking the new itineraries, adding your cruise activities early, selecting like that port time earlier than other people and checking in, being able to check in at port in a different area, getting exclusive access to like the Castaway Club cast members, and then that welcome aboard gift. As the Gold member, you also get a private onboard reception, exclusive member discounts, and then all of the Silver membership stuff as well. I can't tell you if the onboard reception is fun because I'm not a Gold member, so I've never done that before. If you're a Gold member and you're just watching this video because you're kind and want to help support my channel, subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comments down below. Have you done the onboard reception? Is it a great time? Let me know. So then once you hit Platinum, this is the super fun one because you actually get a complimentary dinner at Palo or Palo Steakhouse. Yeah, how freaking cool is that? After you've been sailing this, and this would be your 11th cruise to be Platinum, you freaking deserve a dinner. You deserve a brunch too. As the Pearl members, they get everything Silver, Gold, and Platinum get, and then they also get the complimentary unlimited digital photo package. And I did a whole video on what the photo package is. Again, it'll be in my playlist down below the like button. And that is like also huge because those can be like $200 or $300 in scheme of things when you think about a Pearl member who's sailing 26 times. Just don't do the math on how much that is for every cruise. Save yourself the heartache. Don't do it. But like, to each their own. Everybody loves different things. Different things make people joyful. And heck, If I could go on Disney Cruise Line all the time, I sure freaking would, because you know what? It's a great time and it is so much fun. Alright guys, so that's gonna be it for today's video, all about the Castaway Club for Disney Cruise Line. I really hope you enjoyed chatting with me just about the different levels and different tiers that is Castaway Club. Let me know in the comments down below if you're a Castaway Club member. Like I said, I am proud to be still a silver member. Maybe one day, not maybe, I will be a pro member one day. One day, who knows when that day will come, but if I'm gonna be a pro member, I better like start getting on it. I will say really quickly, it's easier to sail when you live close to the port. So live in Florida or even like New York, because they do have a port out of New York with Disney Cruise Line. But I would say the majority of the ports and the sailings are out of Florida and Port Canaveral and Fort Lauderdale and Miami, and then they have some European ones. So it really is a lot easier when you live down there to be able to sail all the time. Is it expensive? Yes, it's always going to be expensive. And get a good deal if you book really late, because then they're going to try and fill those staterooms. And then you don't have to account for flights and all of that. And transportation, granted you have to drive yourself to the port and park, but still it's a lot cheaper than having to like get a hotel the night before, because you always need to be there one day before you're sailing. You always need to be there one day before you're sailing. I will say that in every single video, because you don't want to have to worry about canceled flights, anything going wrong. Always get there the day before you're sailing. So that's a hotel room, your flights, getting to the port. Long story short, it's a lot easier to sail when you are local to Florida, because you can book later when there's like quick discounts, different things like that. It's harder for us to sail, and I have to understand that, but maybe one day we can be gold members or platinum members or pearl members. But anything, when it comes down to it, I would just love to be able to sail Disney Cruise Line again, because it is so enjoyable. But I hope you guys have a magical rest of your day. Thank you again for watching today's video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, give this video a big thumbs up, so other people who want to learn about the Castaway Club can have this pop up in their feed. I will see you real soon. Bye.